Have you ever wondered what our universe is made of? It's a question that has fascinated scientists and curious minds for centuries. It's not just stars and planets, you know. The universe is a vast and complex place, filled with an incredible variety of substances and materials. Everything, from the air we breathe to the devices we use, is made up of tiny building blocks called elements. These elements are the fundamental components of all matter, and there's a handy chart that organizes all these elements, the periodic table. This table is a crucial tool for scientists and students alike. This table isn't just a random arrangement of boxes. Each element is placed in a specific location for a reason, based on its properties and behaviors. It's a carefully crafted masterpiece that reveals the hidden relationships between elements. The table helps us understand how elements interact with each other. Like a cosmic jigsaw puzzle, each piece fits together in a specific way, revealing the secrets of the universe. Intrigued? Let's dive in. We'll explore how elements combine to form the substances we encounter every day. Remember, we'll be testing your knowledge later, so pay close attention. Understanding the periodic table is key to unlocking the mysteries of chemistry and the natural world. You wouldn't want to miss out on becoming a periodic table pro, would you? Mastering this chart can open doors to exciting scientific discoveries and innovations. So let's get started on this fascinating journey through the elements. Now, who do we thank for this incredible tool? Meet Dmitry Mendeleev, a brilliant Russian chemist who, in 1869, gave the world the periodic table. Imagine trying to organize over 100 known elements without a system.
I didn't just randomly arrange the elements, I noticed patterns in their properties and arranged them based on their atomic weight, which is like the weight of an atom. Amazingly, I even predicted the existence of elements that hadn't been discovered yet, leaving gaps in my table. My work revolutionized chemistry, providing a framework to understand the elements and their behavior.
Stay tuned because understanding Mendeleev's genius will definitely help you ace those upcoming exams. Now let's decode this grid. The periodic table might look like a simple chart, but it's a treasure trove of information about the building blocks of our universe. Each element has its own story, and the way they are arranged tells us a lot about their characteristics and behaviors. The periodic table is arranged in rows called periods and columns called groups. These rows and columns are not just for show. They reveal patterns and trends that are crucial for understanding chemistry. Each period represents a new layer of electron shells being filled, while each group contains elements with similar valence electron configurations. Elements in the same group share similar chemical properties. This is because they have the same number of electrons in their outermost shell, which determines how they interact with other elements. For example, the noble gases in group 18 are all inert because they have full valence shells. Think of it like families. Elements in the same family tend to behave alike. Just as members of a family might share certain traits or behaviors, elements in the same group exhibit similar chemical reactions and bonding patterns. This familial resemblance helps scientists predict how an element will behave in different situations.
Each element has its own box with a symbol, atomic number, and atomic mass. These details are like the element's personal ID card, providing essential information at a glance. The symbol is a shorthand representation, often derived from the element's Latin name, while the atomic number and mass give us more specific details about its structure. The atomic number is like an element's ID card, telling us the number of protons in its nucleus. This number is unique to each element and defines what the element is. For instance, hydrogen has an atomic number of 1, meaning it has 1 proton in its nucleus, while carbon has an atomic number of 6, indicating 6 protons. Remember, this number is crucial for understanding an element's place in the table and its properties. The atomic number not only tells us the number of protons, but also helps us understand the element's electron configuration and its chemical behavior. It's a key piece of the puzzle in the grand scheme of the periodic table. Ready for a quick quiz question? What is the atomic number of carbon? This is a fundamental question that tests your understanding of the periodic table basics. Knowing the atomic number is the first step in identifying and understanding an element. Think back to what you've learned. The answer might surprise you. Carbon, one of the most essential elements for life, has an atomic number of 6. This means it has 6 protons in its nucleus, which is a fundamental characteristic that defines all carbon atoms. Keep this in mind as you continue to explore the fascinating world of chemistry.
From the lightest element, hydrogen, to the heaviest naturally occurring element, uranium, the periodic table is a diverse collection. We have metals, non-metals, and metalloids, each with unique characteristics.
Metals, like shiny gold and strong iron, are good conductors of heat and electricity. Non-metals, like oxygen and carbon, are essential for life. And then we have metalloids, like silicon, which have properties of both metals and non-metals. Remember, each element plays a vital role in our universe. Understanding their properties is key to unlocking the secrets of chemistry and acing those exams. Stay tuned for some fascinating facts about individual elements.
Let's focus on one fascinating group, the carbon family. This group of elements is fundamental to many aspects of our daily lives and the natural world around us.
Carbon, the backbone of life as we know it, sits at the top of this group. It is the key element in organic chemistry, forming the basis of all living organisms. From the simplest molecules to the most complex structures, carbon's versatility is unmatched.
This element's ability to form long chains and complex structures is what makes life possible. Carbon atoms can bond with each other and with other elements in countless ways, creating the diverse molecules necessary for life, such as proteins, carbohydrates, and nucleic acids.
But carbon isn't alone in this family. It shares its group with other elements that also play significant roles in various fields.
Silicon, found in sand and computer chips, is another important member. Silicon is crucial in the technology industry, especially in the production of semiconductors and solar cells. Its ability to conduct electricity under certain conditions makes it indispensable in modern electronics.
Then we have germanium, tin, and lead, each with its own unique properties and uses. Germanium, like silicon, is used in electronics and fiber optics. Tin is commonly used in soldering and coating other metals to prevent corrosion. Lead, despite its toxicity, has applications in batteries and radiation shielding.
Understanding the carbon family is crucial in fields like biology, chemistry, and even technology. These elements are not only essential for life, but also for the advancement of human civilization. From the food we eat to the devices we use, the carbon family impacts every aspect of our lives.
Remember, the periodic table is your guide to understanding the elements and their importance. Each element has its own story and significance, and the carbon family is a perfect example of how diverse and vital these elements can be.
Get ready for a quiz question later on about the carbon family. This will test your understanding of the elements and their roles. Can you name all the members? Think about their unique properties and how they contribute to the world around us. The carbon family is more than just a group of elements. It's a cornerstone of science and technology.
Now for some fun stuff. Did you know that gold is so unreactive that it doesn't tarnish? That's why it's been prized for centuries. And mercury, the only metal that's liquid at room temperature, is used in thermometers. Speaking of mercury, it's actually named after the Roman messenger god because of its swift movement. Many elements have fascinating stories behind their names and discoveries. These interesting facts aren't just trivia. They help you remember the elements and their properties, and who knows, one of these facts might just come in handy during your next exam.
By now, you're probably starting to see how understanding the periodic table can be a game changer for your exams. It's not just about memorizing names and numbers, it's about understanding the underlying principles and relationships. Knowing the periodic table helps you predict an element's reactivity, bonding behavior, and even its physical state. It's like having a cheat sheet for understanding the building blocks of the universe. So don't just memorize the table, understand it. Use it as a tool to solve problems and make connections. Your future self will thank you during exam time.
Ready to test your knowledge? Here's a quick quiz to see how much you've learned. Don't worry, it's just for fun. Or is it? 1. Who created the periodic table? 2. What is the atomic number of carbon? 3. Name 3 members of the carbon family. 4. What is special about gold's reactivity? Think back to what you've learned. The answers are all within this essay.
The periodic table is more than just a chart on a classroom wall. It's a window into the fundamental building blocks of our universe. By understanding the elements and their relationships, we can unlock countless scientific mysteries. So embrace the periodic table, study it, question it, and let it spark your curiosity. Who knows what amazing discoveries you might make? Remember, the journey of scientific exploration starts with a single step, or in this case, a single element.